I don't like toxic men, and I will not like men that want to live off of women, that abuse women, that cheat on women. I don't like that. And if that makes me a man hater, then so be it, because you're just revealing who you are. If you're offended when I say I don't like toxic men, why are you offended if you're a good man?
Wizard Liz, the queen of self-love and empowerment, is now at the center of a scandal that's shaking her loyal fan base to its core. Known for her unapologetic confidence and inspiring advice, Liz has always been a symbol of strength for her millions of followers. But now, her personal life is under the microscope after shocking allegations about her husband Landon surfaced. It all started with whispers of infidelity that quickly escalated into a full-blown cheating scandal. And while Liz's fans were hoping for a heartfelt apology from Landon, what they got instead was a tone-deaf response that has only made things worse. How did it all unravel? And how is Liz, known for her fearless attitude, handling the betrayal?
This glass right here, someone imagined it and then they created it. You just have to do things and then it becomes, right? So if you imagine yourself as a version that you want to be and you start acting like it, that's when it comes into the physical realm. But it all starts here.
This story is packed with twists. And by the end, you'll be questioning everything you thought you knew about Wizard Liz and her seemingly perfect life. Let's dive into how it all began. Before we get into the messy details, let's take a moment to understand why this scandal feels so personal for Liz's fans. Wizard Liz isn't just any influencer. She's become a movement. Rising to fame through her candid videos and unfiltered advice, Liz has built a brand rooted in empowerment, self-love, and setting boundaries. In her content, she encourages her followers to demand respect, walk away from toxic relationships, and never settle for less than they deserve. Her bold, take-no-prisoners attitude has earned her millions of followers who see her as a role model for living life unapologetically. But this scandal is hitting differently. For someone who's always preached the importance of knowing your worth, Liz's fans are struggling to reconcile her public persona with the betrayal she's now facing. How could someone who's taught so many people to walk away from toxicity end up in such a heartbreaking situation herself?
I don't expect you guys to understand, but I hope you take into consideration that you can make a mistake and get better. And this isn't just a mistake, right? Like, this is breaking trust, but I realized what I did was wrong, and it's never going to happen again. Doesn't mean it's okay, but
This is exactly why her husband Landon's actions feel like such a personal betrayal, not just to Liz, but to the community she's built. And as we'll see, this isn't just about infidelity. It's about how Liz is navigating a crisis that's threatening to shake her image as the queen of self-love and empowerment. The drama began with rumors that quickly spiraled into a full-blown scandal. Fans first noticed something was off when cryptic posts about betrayal started popping up on social media. Screenshots soon followed, allegedly showing Landon spending time with another woman in what many described as very compromising situations. The evidence didn't stop there. Messages were leaked, though unverified, that hinted at an ongoing affair. Fans were quick to put the pieces together, and the reaction was swift. Social media exploded with hashtags like #WizardLizDeservesBetter and #LeaveHimLiz, as her supporters demanded answers and accountability.
The Wizard Liz just went to Instagram and told her she was cheated on by Landon. And she's 4 months pregnant? If you don't know who the Wizard Liz is, she's literally like every girl's older sister. They were in London yesterday and he was acting like everything was perfectly fine while making a Snapchat account to talk to this girl.
But what added even more fuel to the fire was Landon's silence. While the rumors spread like wildfire across platforms, Landon remained completely quiet. Fans interpreted this as guilt, and what could have been a chance to clear the air turned into speculation running rampant. It wasn't long before the internet became divided. Some defended Liz, saying she deserved better than a partner who would betray her trust. Others called out Landon for not addressing the allegations sooner, claiming his silence only made him look worse. By the time Landon finally broke his silence, the damage had already been done. But as we'll see, his so-called apology made things even worse. When Landon finally addressed the allegations, fans were expecting remorse and accountability. Instead, they got what many described as a tone-deaf and self-serving statement. In a short post on his Instagram story, Landon admitted to making mistakes, but framed his actions as a result of stress and miscommunication in the relationship.
And meet up with her, claiming that his relationship with Liz was just for show. The girl's friend sent Liz the screenshots. This guy was getting so much praise for being the perfect boyfriend. And then he does this in the public eye. Like, excuse me?
He apologized for hurting Liz, but stopped short of taking full responsibility for his behavior. Instead, he subtly shifted the blame, implying that unresolved issues in their marriage had pushed him to act out. Fans were furious. The apology came across as insincere, with many accusing him of deflecting blame and minimizing his actions. One viral comment read, "Calling cheating a mistake is insulting. It wasn't a mistake. It was a choice." What made things even worse was Landon's attempt to justify his actions. In follow-up comments, he mentioned feeling neglected and implied that his needs weren't being met in the relationship. For fans of Wizard Liz, this was the ultimate betrayal. Not only had he cheated, but he was now trying to paint himself as the victim. Liz's supporters were quick to rally behind her, flooding social media with messages of support and calling for her to leave him. But with Landon's weak apology making headlines, all eyes were on Liz to see how she would respond.
You know, money gives you freedom. That's the only reason why I ever wanted money, for freedom. Because I can go where I want, I can do what I want, I can help people in a way that I want, right? So if that is on earth, why can I not have it? If God made this earth so abundant, anything that is on this earth I can have and I will get.
And as we'll explore next, her reaction was as surprising as it was powerful. When news of the scandal broke, fans eagerly waited for Wizard Liz to respond. Would she address the situation head-on, or remain silent and let the drama die down? True to her persona as a queen of empowerment, Liz chose a response that left everyone talking. Instead of directly naming Landon or addressing the cheating allegations, Liz took to her platform with a series of cryptic but powerful messages. In one video, she spoke about self-worth and the importance of walking away from anything, or anyone, that doesn't align with your values. She said, "Sometimes the best way to show strength is to choose yourself. Never let anyone make you feel like you're not enough." Fans immediately interpreted this as Liz subtly confirming the rumors while reclaiming her narrative. She didn't stoop to drama or public mudslinging. Instead, she used the situation to double down on the very advice she's built her career on.
Honestly, a toxic message, this thing I've seen people saying of like, oh, you can never trust a man, like never trust your husband, like he may just cheat on you, you never know. It's like, at the end of the day, the man and the woman have to be trusting each other and taking that.
Self-love and walking away from toxicity. But not everyone was convinced. Some critics felt her response lacked vulnerability, with one commenter writing, "It's great to be strong, but where's the real emotion?" Fans want to see the human side of Liz, not just the brand. Others questioned whether she was using the scandal to boost her content and keep her name trending. Whether you see her response as graceful or calculated, one thing is clear. Liz isn't letting this scandal define her. But while her fans debated her reaction, Landon wasn't done adding fuel to the fire. As the scandal unfolded, the internet couldn't seem to agree on how to feel about Wizard Liz's response, or the situation as a whole. Her loyal supporters praised her for handling the betrayal with class and using it as a teaching moment for her audience. They saw her decision to focus on self-love rather than drama as a testament to her strength. One fan tweeted, "Liz is showing us exactly why she's the queen of empowerment. She doesn't need to drag Landon, her silence speaks volumes." But not everyone was so impressed. Some fans felt her cryptic messages came across as detached.
I think that the grass is always greener on the other side. I know that there's a lot of married women that wish they could come home to an empty house. I swear, like they have glamorized having children and marriage so much, and people don't see the behind the scenes.
With one commenter saying, "We get it, Liz, you're strong, but this doesn't feel real. It feels like a performance." Critics accused her of using the scandal as content to promote her brand, while others felt she should have been more open about how the betrayal impacted her personally. The drama also sparked debates about Landon's role in the fallout. Many fans shifted their anger toward him, with hashtags like "Cancel Landon" and "Wizard Liz deserves" better trending across platforms. Others speculated that his weak apology and attempts to justify his actions might have been a strategy to manipulate the narrative and shift the blame. But one thing's for sure. The scandal has left the internet buzzing with opinions, and it's clear that both Liz and Landon are being scrutinized under a very bright spotlight. And with both sides of the internet locked in a heated debate, the question remains, can Liz truly move past this betrayal, or will this scandal leave a lasting impact on her image? As if the situation wasn't already messy enough, Landon's efforts to justify his actions only made things worse. After his initial apology fell flat, he doubled down in follow-up comments and interviews, framing himself as a victim of a strained relationship. He claimed that the distance in his marriage with Liz pushed him to make bad decisions, and even hinted that he felt neglected.
They always like show you the pretty picture, but all the work that is behind the scenes, all the arguments, all the compromises, all the things, that cheating that happens, and then you have to think, oh my god, do I want to stay married because I don't want to lose face in front of other people, so I just stay married with a cheating husband and I just look nice in front of everyone.
For fans, this was the ultimate insult. Instead of taking accountability, Landon seemed more focused on explaining why his actions were understandable. Many saw this as an attempt to shift blame onto Liz, accusing him of gaslighting her and trying to control the narrative. One viral comment summed up the general sentiment. Cheating isn't a response to neglect, it's a choice. Landon is just digging himself a deeper hole. But the damage wasn't just to his reputation. It also created a ripple effect that impacted Liz's image. As someone who built her brand on empowerment and self-worth, fans began to question how this betrayal could happen to someone who preached walking away from toxicity. This isn't to say Liz's image has been ruined, far from it. But the scandal has exposed a more vulnerable side of her life, one that doesn't perfectly align with the strong, unshakable persona she's cultivated online. And for better or worse, this vulnerability has left fans divided on how to view her moving forward. So, where does this leave Wizard Liz?
The Wizard Liz was actually like, I used to work in a restaurant as a student, and I remember like I was put behind the bar because my boss was like, let's put the pretty girl behind it. At first I was really not good at my job, but so I was working there, and then we had a client that came.
On one hand, she's handled the scandal with grace, choosing to focus on self-love and empowerment rather than engaging in public drama. On the other hand, the situation has shown cracks in her seemingly perfect life, leaving fans to grapple with the reality that even their idols aren't immune to betrayal. For Liz, this could be an opportunity to turn pain into power. By addressing the situation authentically and showing her audience how to rise above adversity, she could not only rebuild her image, but also deepen her connection with her fans. After all, who better to teach self-worth than someone who's lived through the ultimate betrayal and come out stronger? But the real question is, will this scandal be a turning point for Liz? Or will it leave a lasting stain on her career? And what about Landon? Does he have any chance of repairing his reputation, or is it already too late? The internet has made one thing clear. The story of Wizard Liz and Landon isn't over just yet. Whether you're Team Liz, Team Dump Him, or somewhere in between, this drama has everyone talking. Now, it's your turn to weigh in. What do you think? Is Liz handling this the right way? Or could she do more to address the situation? And do you think Landon's justification deserves any sympathy? Or is he just making things worse? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the biggest celebrity stories, because trust me, this one isn't over.